ourselves.
Why do you think that is?
I think, like I mentioned, is self-limiting beliefs, and where we've become so self-absorbed that everything is about me, myself, and I. And so we make these decisions in a world where immediate gratification is the order of the day. We don't want to sacrifice. We don't want to go through the pain. We know the saying, no pain, no gain.
Yeah.
But we don't want to go through that. And it's easier to blame people rather than to take responsibility for where you are. There comes a time in your life where you stop blaming your parents, you stop blaming your boss, you stop blaming your spouse, and you start looking at yourself and saying, how can I be a better person? How can I change? How can I grow? How can I reach my potential? How can I realize my dreams? And I said, again, identity has a big role in that. If you don't know who you are, you're going to be people-pleasing day in and day out, and that's draining. Because by the time you go home, you're going to be miserable because you've pleased everybody else. You've emptied yourself everywhere, but what do you invest and put back into you? And we've seen this generation coming behind us that struggle with reading. They struggle with reading. So it's easier to Tik Tok, and which is wonderful because technology has taken us so much further in terms of access to information.
It decreases attention span.
It decreases. And if we're not paying attention, we're going to miss those things in our lives that need to be changed and enhanced. Because I believe every person on this planet has something to offer in terms of value, in terms of gifting, in terms of ability. But why do we have hobos and why do we have CEOs that maybe came from similar backgrounds?
Why is that? I mean, that's a good question. Why do we have them? Why do we have the exact same people? Obviously not the exact same.
Yes.
But they have the exact same
background.
Set of circumstances, the exact same background. Sometimes in some circumstances, the exact same set of parents.
Yes.
But one will be catapulted to higher heights of success because of what they went through. Mm-hmm. And the other will be dejected and discouraged because of what they've went through.
I think it's the power of choice. We abscond from that because we realize that we are choosing these micro decisions are contributing to the macro decisions that we make every single day in terms of doing right and wrong, in terms of changing and growing or staying stagnant, in terms of overcoming or remaining defeated. And so we realize that even a no decision is a decision, where we're wanting to accept, this is my lot in life.
No decision is a decision?
No decision is a decision because you're choosing to accept this is my lot in life and there's nothing more or better. So if I came from a background where for instance, I mentioned abuse, I was transparent about that. Abuse is very prevalent in our cultures and in our society today, whether it be spousal abuse, child abuse, substance abuse, it's very prevalent. And we see the effects on society. It's draining society. It's draining people. Suicide rates are up. That has a lot of contribution to even relationships in terms of stability, etc. And so I'm saying, do these circumstances define me? No. If I've made mistakes in my life, I've encountered so many people that have come out of substance abuse. They aren't the people that they were yesterday or 5 years ago, 10 years ago, because it's progressive and saying, I messed up then, but that failure is not going to define me. That incident, that trauma, that abuse, that poverty, that lack of knowledge, lack of education is not going to define me. Today, I'm making a decision to say, I want change, and these are the steps that I'm going to take. Are we going to encounter challenges? Yes, some more than others, especially if you come from a disadvantaged background. But I'm saying where there's a will, there's a way. And the problem is that we give up too easily with regards to evolving, changing, and making decisions that are informed, number one, and decisions that are really going to better ourselves and our children. And the next generation of attorneys. I find in my profession, people liken us to sharks. If you look at the large majority of the public that we encounter, they don't trust attorneys.